funk rock musician. I come from a musical family. My father is a singer, and I just grew up around, soul music, from James Brown to, Motown, Temptations, the Four Tops, Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder, has been a big influence for me. I started playing music at a very young age. Since I was around it so much, it pretty much was, imminent that I'd be a musician. Well, I'm a bass player first, guitar player second. Bass is what when I get called for tours and things of that nature, the bass is it. But the first instrument that I played was piano when I was younger. When I was, I'd say, probably 5, 6 years old. It's piano, but as a little kid, we want something a little bit exciting to play. I always wanted to be a rock star, so my dad wanted me to learn my chords, and so the best way to do that would be, go to play guitar and start learning that way. So I had been playing just a couple months, and I was getting ready to go to high school, be a freshman in high school, and I go into my jazz class that I'm getting ready to take, and there's several other guitar players in there where at the time, they were incredible, and I picked up my guitar and I'm playing. I'm like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna keep up with these guys. So I overhear my music teacher talking to an older student, and he said, man, we don't have a bass player. And I happened to have had a bass at home that a cousin of mine had given to me, and I never played it, didn't even know how to tune a bass. And so I leaned over to them and I said, I can play bass. And from then on out, I've been a bass player ever since. And so I've kind of gone back and got my guitar chops up again, and really focusing on being the artist rather than just the bass player in the back. That people know me as the bass player. I've played with a lot of people and on tour and things like that. But it's gotten to the point where I want to be the artist. And whatnot, I always wanted to play for big headlining artists, whether it's Usher, Justin Timberlake, Bruno Mars, and I would always try to put, all of my focus on that, trying to, contact people, hey, so-and-so need a bass player, blah, blah, blah. And I just got to thinking, about, I was late, maybe 20, I was 20 years old. And I started thinking, why am I putting so much energy to try to play for someone else when I can really focus on being the artist? I've always wanted to be the front man. My father is a singer, and he's always been a lead singer, so he's never been, for doing background or he's always been the main guy on stage, and I grew up around that and grew up around seeing that and saying, man, that's what I want. I want to be the front man. I want to be killing it, at my own show. So I started focusing on writing my own music. A year ago, I put out my first solo bass album. It's a very fusion, for the music nerds like myself, can really dig deep into it. It's called The Dreamer. And then I recently put out another fusion album called World. And it's very fusion, the bass and everything, but I got to thinking, I need to kind of retrace my steps, get back to my roots, get back to that music that people would hear at festivals and can really just rock out to. It's feel good music and it's got a good message behind it. So I have been writing a lot of rock funk music, along the lines of Lenny Kravitz, Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, you name it, Eric Clapton. It's been great. I've been getting a great response. It's this project that I'm doing, I call it the Trevor James movement or the Trevor James experience, is pretty much a rebranding for me. Kind of going back and reevaluating everything and saying this is the path that I need to be on, and it's been working out great. One of my songs that I've played live just recently, it's called My Train. My Train's Here, and it's a story. It's pretty much a story. A story that I'm telling everybody that it's my time. It's my time to step out into the spotlight and come out from behind the shadows of being just the bass player or the guy that plays guitar. It's my time to take control and because you get tired of, at least I do. This is talking about me. At least I get tired of playing behind someone and not being able to play my own music. And that's been a big goal of mine. And I'm finally taking the baby steps to get there. Nothing comes overnight. Nothing's easy, but it's a journey, and I feel like I'm getting closer to my goals. I can hear my train coming. Hear my train coming down that track. Can you see my train coming? Can you see that thing coming down the track? I'm ready to go, and I got my bags back. I'm getting out of here, and I ain't gonna look back. See, it's time to go. It's time to go, 'cause my train's here. It's time to go. It's time to go, 'cause my train's here. I'm on my way. On my way to a better day. I'm moving on. Said I'm moving on to a better day. Next time you see me, hey, come recognize me. Say next time you see me, I'ma be driving on train. It's time to go. It's time to go, 'cause my train's here. It's time to go. It's time to go, 'cause my train's here. I'm writing music, like the writing process of it, it just kind of comes to me. Sometimes I really write music until I run out of the creativity juice, as I call it. If I have the creativity and it's just rolling, flowing, I'll just keep writing. I'll write for hours and days until I kind of run out. But it all starts with a drum beat in my head. I'll hear something like, and I'll put that down. Sometimes I wake up at like 3 in the morning and I hear it. I put it on my phone, record it, then go back to sleep, and then I hear it in the morning. I say, okay, let me see if I can make this in this song. Or I'll use a loop pedal and just build some type of thing, and then it just goes from there. But it also, for me, it starts with the drum beat. Then I find the chords. Then I come up with a melody, and believe it or not, the bass comes in last because I already know that I can lay down. I have enough experience that I can lay down a solid bass line. So that's the writing process. It can be tough sometimes because you kind of hit writer's block, and then you kind of sometimes, as an artist, second guess yourself. Happens with everything. You listen to it and you're like, oh, that sounds cool. You come back the next day and you're like, I don't know what I did, and then you delete it, which I do that all the time. But when it does come out good and feels good, it's like you just roll with it. You're like, okay, yeah, I like it. Then you get a second opinion. You're like, yeah, I really dig it. That's kind of what happened to my song, my trains here. Is I wanted a song that really could express how I'm feeling and the journey that I'm on, and I just laid down a drum beat. Okay, I like this, and then the groove was there, and then I laid down the chords. I'm like, okay, and I put some distortion on it. All right, it's coming together. And then finally, started writing to it. The writing process of lyrics is actually, for me, it can be challenging because I'll get like a verse down, and then the second verse I'm like, oh no, I don't know what to do. But that's the challenging part for me is writing, just having everything flow and not sound cheesy. Sometimes you write lyrics and it's like, okay, that sounds kind of corny. But the easy part for me is the music part, laying down keys, drums, guitar. So that's like the writing process. Especially in the industry, people got to categorize you as something. And so I did the R&B thing, and I was like, that's not who I am. I did like the hip hop rap thing. That's not who I am. Then I started getting to fusion. I'm like, okay, this is what I like. I can do this. Then that's why, like I said, then I started thinking, it's not marketable. I want to be on that level where I'm selling out shows, doing big festivals. And then I started thinking, I sing, and my voice isn't your typical R&B voice. It's a little grittier, a little, just a little rough around the edges. I'm like, let me get back into this rock music. My mother's side of the family is from Memphis, Tennessee. The heart of hot rock and roll and blues. And it just came to me. I said, I need to get back to those roots. And with this project, I think I've hit that. I think I've hit that spot, that core of, yes, this is the lane that I am in. If a label or someone says, what is your music? Rock, funk, or even just rock. But if you want to broaden the horizon, funk, rock, but rock is where I'm at. I want to be a rock star. I'm getting there, hopefully. If not, shoot, maybe I don't know, get into dentistry. What's next for me? That's a good question. It's a question that I always ask myself when I'm getting close to the completion of something. Is, all right, after this, what's next? Well, what's next for me is really pushing forward to finally starting my own shows, my own tours, whether I'm opening someone or headlining. But that's the next, I feel, the next level that's all I need. I've got the music, I've got the mindset and the skill set to be able to go on the road, and that's the next level for me. I had a fantastic show just recently with a full horn section. else is fun. It feels great. So the next thing for me is to really put the pedal to the metal and start getting the shows going. That's my goal and my dream. You know, I don't care if I'm this become this huge master celebrity. I just want to play, you know, my music, my own music, live for people with a dope band, and just rock out, dude. But yeah, that's the next level for me, and we're gonna get there. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good stuff, y'all.